All right, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about productivity. So I'm going to be showing you some of the productivity systems and hacks that I used when I was in college and what I use now, and really what makes the difference of becoming successful in controlling your day and life. Let's start with my time in college and how I learned to optimize my productivity and how I became more productive. So in the beginning of my college years, I really wanted to learn the best ways, to study, to optimize my productivity throughout the day. And, I tried many different things to really learn what works for me. And I'm going to share those things, but you're going to have to experiment and see what works best for you because every individual is different. These are just things that worked for me and it can work for you, but it's better to, take those things that I, worked for me and implement it in your life and then optimize from there. So the first basic system that I started using in college is having a journal. And in my journal, I would write, I would have a to-do list or a task list. And then from there, write my task list and execute on them every day. So I would prepare this task list either the night before or the morning of the day. And, just write all the tasks, all the goals that I want to accomplish for that day. And, this works really well as a starter. And from there, you can become a little more obsessive. And I did try this method where, you time block. So that's when you organize your day based on time blocks and you put, certain tasks on certain time blocks of the day. And I did try that. And I ran into trouble with this method because sometimes the task at hand can take less time than the time block is specified or a lot more time. So be very careful with this method with time blocks, especially if you're in school, because you don't know if a paper or project or homework is going to take more or less time. So what you can end up doing is dividing it into chunks and just divide it, take a chunk and put it in certain time blocks and work it from there. But after trying this method for a little while, I realized that it's just a little too, it's not precise. So what I ended up just doing is that just having, whatever task that I need to do, if I need to split it into multiple things, like into smaller chunks, I would do that and then just divide it by the day. So if I were to, let's say for instance, it's Monday and I have a task, then I have subtasks, then I would just take one task of these subtasks and put it on the Monday list. If I got that done, then good. I should just cross that out and work on the other subtask of the main list and just keep going like one by one until the entire main task is done. The third method you can use is obviously use your calendar. And you mark the tasks when they're due on the calendar and you kind of you can work backwards. And that is a system that I've tried as well. But the fourth system that I use, which has worked the best for me, and I use this to this day, is that I have I pretty much have, my computer, then I would have my calendar on one side of my computer and my reminders list on the other side. And I kind of just have them both sitting in front of me. And I would mark when the due date for a specific task is due. I would mark it on the calendar. And on the reminders list, I have my main task list. Then I have all days, weekly days. So I'd have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like I would have days and then I would have dues or task list. And all the dues or task list on the calendar, it's all sitting in the reminders dues or task list. All of them are sitting there. And what I would do to organize my week is that I would take all the dues, sitting in the dues list, take all the dues and kind of divide it on the week. So for instance, I would take 3 due dates and I would put it on Monday. Then I would take another 2 or 3 due dates and I would put it on Tuesday. And I kind of just, would organize this weekly. So every Sunday I would sit and say, okay, these are the tasks that are due the entire week. And again, what I would just do is take those dues for that week and just kind of divide it into the weekdays And that's how I would organize my week every single week in college. And I found that method to work the best for me. And I ended up getting amazing results in school with this method because you have your calendar, you're overviewing your entire schedule, and then you have your reminders, you have your dues, and then you have your weekdays, and kind of everything is just, you can oversee everything and everything's clear, everything, everything when it's need to be due and what day you're going to be getting it done. And, if you don't get it, if you get it done that day, then you just, just tap on the reminder and it's read, it's done. Or you can just move it to the next day. And it's just a lot easier than just writing it down. It's just going to be a lot more hassle to write it down on the journal, or especially it's going to be more complex with, if you have it on a calendar with, like time blocks, if you're doing like the time blocks, on the calendar, again, the task can take longer, shorter. So it's going to be more complex. So what I found worked best for me is that this is the method where I have the calendar reminder, and those are really my main tools to keep me productive. Don't fall for organizing your schedule entirely on a calendar. I've tried that in the past, and it just really didn't work for me. Like unless for instance you have like classes, let's say from 8 to like 12 p.m. in the afternoon. Yes, mark that time. And if you have like a lunch time or a sleep time, yes, you can play around with, like you can have that, but other than that, like trying to organize every single little thing to the detail on your calendar, I've tried that and it's just really hard to make it work. And yeah, I think this is the best system to use because it's swift, simple, and fast. It's all on your computer and you kind of just drag things and drop things and just cross them out. So like, this is what I currently use in my business as well. So you know that I have a agency and SMMA business, and that's pretty much how I organize my task and as well. So every week I would sit, it's a Sunday, and then I would write down all the tasks for that week. If it's, for instance, finish a backend funnel or get on a sales call or set up some ads, I would set up all these tasks, put them on the dues. I create a reminder called dues, and I put all the tasks under dues. And then again, I have my week, I have my week schedule, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I would create, on the reminder list, I would create Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so on. And then I would drag and drop from the dues tasks into the weekdays. And like the next day I would just wake up on Monday and then I'd see, hey, I need to do those things, or, I need to do those things today. And then, I would go through those things. And by the end of the day, if I get them done, then I would just, click on the reminder. It just marks it. If it's not done, then I would just move it to the next day. Or I kind of just, work out the schedule very easily, according to the, to that week task list. And this is how I'm really, productivity is not an issue for me. Because if you have a system and you know what to do, you have a plan, you can execute a lot quicker, a lot more efficiently, and you're more motivated, you're organized, you know what to do. And this is why it's really important of having this organization and the right system, that works for you, so that, you can be productive. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please comment or DM me on Instagram. Please like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.